Cashflow Manager Cloud Overview. This video provides a brief overview of Cashflow Manager Cloud and demonstrates the key features of the application. After you've logged in, you'll be at the dashboard screen. On the very top bar, you can see the different sections: Cashflow Manager, Invoice Manager, and People. The People section is where you manage your customers. Underneath that is the name of your business. If you have multiple businesses, there's a drop-down list to select the one that you want to work on. Underneath your business name is the dashboard itself. There are 3 key headings and some buttons down the right-hand side. Under My Accounts, there's a drop-down list enabling you to select whichever bank account you wish to work on. Having selected your bank account, use the Record Money In, Record Money Out, or Transfer buttons to start processing your work. Next is the My Top 5 Customers area, which displays the top 5 customers from the Invoice Manager section of the program. You have a choice of viewing this month, last month, or the last 3 months. Underneath that, we have key numbers. In this section, you can see your money in, money out, and net totals. You can also view these over different time periods. On the right-hand side of the dashboard are a series of buttons that enable you to use the application and enter and process your business data. Moving back to the top of the dashboard, you can see there are other tabs as well. Management is for when you have more than one business. You add your other businesses here, which means you only have to log in to one account to access all your businesses, rather than log in and log out to each one separately. Settings is something that we recommend you go through the very first time that you log in to Cashflow Manager Cloud to make sure your business account is set up properly. It covers a range of settings, like the credit terms and conditions, the information that appears on your invoices, and tax settings. There's a separate training video on our website that walks you through the settings process. While we're here, we'll take a quick look at the account list setting. This is where you set up your bank accounts. Cashflow Manager Cloud automatically adds a cash account when you sign up. The cash account is where you make entries for any cash transactions that occur in your business. You can also add as many bank accounts or credit card accounts as you have in your business. The last tab is Export, which enables you to export your information to your accountant. Now we're going to have a look at the general operation of the program. Go back to My Dashboard and let's take a look at Money In. Click on the Record Money In button. The Money In page opens. Check that you have the right account selected by using the drop-down list. If you're familiar with Cashflow Manager software for the PC, then Cashflow Manager Cloud works the same way. You enter a day of the week, select a customer that the money was received from, type in the details of the transaction, apply a reference number, then enter the total amount received. If the received money included VAT, you allocate it to the appropriate column and Cashflow Manager Cloud allocates the VAT for you. It's as simple as that. Once entered, everything can be edited. Or you can right-mouse click on the arrow at the extreme left of the row, and there are more options, including the ability to edit the VAT amount if necessary. At the top of the Money In page, there are other options. Looking at the options screen, you can configure Money In. There are advanced preferences and also the ability to auto-allocate the money received. That means that if you have a client whose payments always go to the same account, you can set that column here, and it saves you having to allocate the receipt when entering the data in Money In. There are several other options in this area for you to explore. The Customize area allows you to customize the columns, including adding columns, changing column descriptions, or even hiding columns that you don't need for your business. Setting these up beforehand can really streamline the way Cashflow Manager Cloud works for you. The Transfer tab allows you to transfer money between accounts. For example, if you're making a payment on your credit card from your bank account, you just come here, enter the to and from accounts followed by the transfer amount. When you click on the Transfer button, the program automatically makes the appropriate entries in the Money In and the Money Out sections of whichever accounts you transferred to and from, as you can see here. Another feature of Cashflow Manager Cloud is what we call training wheels. Training wheels are messages that appear in green at the top of pages on the site. Training wheels provide explanations on how to use that particular part of the program you have opened. They can be turned off by clicking on the cross in the top right-hand corner. They can also be turned on or off in the settings area of Cashflow Manager Cloud. If you're familiar with Cashflow Manager for the PC, then a new feature that's available in Cashflow Manager Cloud is the ability to process deposits in Money In. Say, for example, that you've received a payment from a client. You've entered the payment in Money In Cashflow Manager Cloud so that you have a record of the payment. However, you don't bank the payment until some time later. When the payment has been banked, you need to process the deposit as having been banked. It's not until you process the deposit that you'll be able to reconcile the payment to your bank account. When you have processed payments, you can reconcile to your bank account by going to Reconciliation. You can reconcile manually, or you can download a bank statement from your bank and perform an automated reconciliation. Check out our website at cashflowmanagercloud.co.uk/support for a comprehensive training video that walks you through the reconciliation process. Cashflow Manager Cloud also has the ability to do budgets, and there is a comprehensive reporting section. Click on Reports. Pick a report, like Trial Balance. You can select which accounts you want to include in the report and over what period of time. When you run the report, some credit and debit totals are underlined. Clicking on those allows you to drill down into the report and see the elements that make up the report. If you think there's been an allocation error, you can amend it right here, without having to go all the way back to Money In or Money Out. This is a great time-saving feature of Cashflow Manager Cloud. Moving on to Invoice Manager. Using the buttons on the right, you can create, edit, print, and email invoices as well as other features. In Invoice Manager, you can also make payments and do various reports. It's all very simple and intuitive. Now let's look at People. This is where you can create and edit clients for your customer database. You can actually add a customer for the first time when you record Money In, but you need to go to the People section to manage more comprehensive information about your clients, like phone numbers, email, and so on. That's the basic features of Cashflow Manager Cloud covered. It does do a lot more, which you can explore over time. Back on the dashboard, you'll see that there are buttons for training and support, and click on those if you need those resources. That concludes our brief description of Cashflow Manager Cloud. We have more training videos available on our website at cashflowmanagercloud.co.uk/support.